What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Quinn Wade, basketball analysis, coming to you with this video. Kyrie just got traded to the Boston Celtics, my favorite team in the NBA. Everybody knows that I've been a fan of my channel. My favorite team, we got Kyrie, one of my favorite players. I just listed him in my top 5 players. The top 5 point guards in the NBA. We get rid of Isaiah Thomas, who was coming off that hip injury. He showed that he can carry a team to the playoffs. He finally got out of the first round. He actually got all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals, but he didn't really play that much because of the injury. And with that being said, he's already gone. He proved a lot, 6-man to an all-star, and now he's already gone. And now it's time to move forward with Kyrie, who's under 2 years. He's going to play this season and next season, and if he like it in Boston, next thing you know, he might stay. But we have to keep our hopes up high. We got Gordon Hayward, we got Al Horford on long-term deals. We got good role players around him with Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. I'm not a fan of Marcus Smart, but he might get better this year. You never know what he's working on. And then you got Marcus Moore as a good stretch. Big guy, tough, and knows how to play the game of basketball and space out the floor. And you get Kyrie. He's younger than Isaiah Thomas. He has a lot of stuff to prove. This weakens Cleveland to me, even though they get Jay Crowder, even though they get the 2018 pick. That don't matter right now because LeBron will be a free agent next year. So if they get a good pick from the Nets, who's one of the worst teams still in the league, this will allow them to rebuild without Kyrie and without LeBron. That's the best part of this trade, is the pick. Because if you lose Isaiah and you lose LeBron, you can still get a top 5 pick most likely, and you can rebuild with that because they still got Kevin Love. They still have Tristan Thompson. They still have JR, who just signed his extension. They still have Shepard. But now they got to start figuring out what are they going to do after LeBron now that Kyrie is gone. Is they going to try to keep Isaiah? Is they going to let him go? Is they just going to lose LeBron and just rebuild the whole team over around the 2018 pick plus their regular pick? So we'll see what happens. But I like this trade because it gives us youth. It gives us a person that's not scared of the fourth quarter, even though Isaiah Thomas wasn't. But he's bigger. He's not as much as a mismatch on defense as Isaiah Thomas was. A lot of players, even against Washington, when you watch the series, they just abused and took it at Isaiah Thomas all the time. You do not want that as a mismatch, especially in the finals against a team like Golden State, who you're going to have to beat to win the championship. And I think a lot of people that have been breaking this trade down forgets that it's not about beating Cleveland and not about being Toronto. You have to win the championship. So you still got to have a good matchup against every team to increase your chance of winning the whole thing. With that being said, Isaiah Thomas as a mismatch, we probably could get to the finals if LeBron and them don't, like they had this argument and Kyrie goes somewhere else. Maybe we do get to the finals, but we might not have enough to win because we traded all that to get Gordon Hayward. And then now we have Isaiah Thomas, who they can keep picking at all day. And on top of that, the Boston Celtics still don't have a rim protector, and that can hurt us against Draymond Green, Kevin Durant, and Klay Thompson and Steph. Steph has improved as a finisher. You already know that close to the basket, Kevin Durant, one of the best players. And at the same time, Draymond Green likes to get the ball at the top of the key and make plays, and including lobs to JaVale McGee or getting all the way to the basket or kicking out to a shooter. And the Celtics still don't have a rim protector, and that's something that they're going to have to get if they really want to be serious about this championship in the future. But I like the trade for both teams. Like I said, you get the 2018 pick. You get a good body with the Zizic. You have Isaiah Thomas. I don't think he's better than Kyrie, but he put up better numbers because he was in the East, but he put up better numbers than Kyrie last season, even though I think Kyrie the better player and he played on the better team. Obviously, Cleveland beat Boston, but you still got to consider that Kyrie had help. And we're going to see how he plays with Gordon Hayward. We're going to have to see how he plays with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, how they're going to mesh, how they're going to play together, and how the offense is going to be ran. One thing I give credit is that they do have a championship coach in Brad Stevens. He's going to put the X's and O's. He's going to put Kyrie in the right spots to score, right spots to be efficient. He's going to make sure the whole team is moving the ball, getting in their areas where they're most comfortable at to give them the best shot at winning and attacking other teams' defenses. So you have a player that's on a longer deal. He's a younger player, and you're going in the right direction already. Danny Ainge, he was holding his chips. He missed out on Jimmy Butler. He missed out on Paul George, but he was able to get Gordon Hayward. He was able to get Kyrie Irving, and the future looks bright right now for the Celtics. But they still going to have to beat Toronto, Washington, and the Cavs. I don't really like I don't really like Isaiah Thomas on the Cavs though, because I feel like he has improved as a shooter, but not consistently. Sometimes Isaiah get hot, sometimes he'll get cold. He's a player that do need the ball to be effective. LeBron James is a player that likes to dominate the ball too. And like I said, Isaiah Thomas is not really that good of a shooter to me. So I don't really like I don't really like the nucleus of LeBron and Isaiah Thomas. Maybe they trade Isaiah during the season or at the trade deadline. I don't like it. I don't like that dynamic of Isaiah and LeBron, but it might work. I could be wrong. I'm just being optimistic. I'm just being skeptical about the whole thing. But Isaiah Thomas likes to dribble. He likes to play isolation basketball. And that's the same thing LeBron. He likes to post up. He likes to cut and then find shooters after he get the drive, or he likes to make plays with the ball in his hands. That's damn near the same thing Isaiah Thomas do. The best part about Kyrie, he can dominate the ball, but he's such a good shooter and playmaker off the dribble that it's easier for him to play with LeBron because of those qualities. He was a above average three-point shooter, 40%. And then, you know, he can get the mid-range pull-ups and come off the screens. And then if he do get the three, pump fake, drive right past you, get to the basket, or pull up for the mid-range jumper, Isaiah Thomas is going to have to watch some of that footage and put that into his game. He already has it, but he has to get used to playing with a player like LeBron, which he hasn't really done. He played with DeMarcus Cousins, but LeBron is one of the better players in the league. And we just going to have to see how this whole thing work out with Tyronn Lue, how they're going to play, who they're going to keep, who they're going to let go. They over the luxury cap. I don't think they have a chance of beating Golden State. They lost in 5 last year. Some of the games was close. But like I said, I don't really think Isaiah Thomas helps that. Jay Crowder do give him a defender that you can put at the power forward position or the small forward position. He might not get that much playing time because of LeBron and because of J.R. Smith. J.R. Smith is a solid defender at this point, and he is tall enough to play the shooting guard position, and he can shoot the threes at a good level. I mean, at a good clip at percentage-wise. And then, like I said, LeBron is going to take up the small forward position, which means you might not even see Jay Crowder play. And if he do, he might play small ball forward, which I don't really like, but he can do it, and he proved that already in Boston. And then you still got to have Kevin Love. What is they going to do with Kevin Love? They're going to keep him? If they're going to trade him? If so, then Jay Crowder won't be starting at the power forward position. They'd be Kevin Love. And then if Kevin Love do get traded, you might have to put Tristan Thompson at the power forward because he can't shoot and he can't really do anything but rebound and dunk the goddamn basketball. And he's not a rim protector at this point. So with that being said, this whole trade, it looks like Stephen A. said it was a win-win. I don't really see it like that. I think Boston won the trade. They gave up a lot to get Kyrie. But Isaiah Thomas can leave next year. If he don't want to play with LeBron, he can leave. That means you really just got the 2018 pick, Zizic, who we don't really give a fuck about. And on top of that, you get Jay Crowder, who can leave too. So this trade was just to get rid of Kyrie at all costs and get something back. I don't really see the Jay Crowder thing working out because of Kevin Love, because of LeBron, and because of J.R. Smith. And then they got Iman Shumpert. Obviously, I'd rather have Jay Crowder than Iman Shumpert at this point. But what I'm saying is Jay Crowder they're gonna make some moves or he's just gonna be coming off the bench. And I don't think that's his strong suit. He's a guy that needs to be consistently within the offense to have his confidence going at a max level to knock down shots and to be confident throughout the whole game. He's a role player. He's not a star player. He's not a superstar. He's not an all-star. He's just a player that knows his role and does it well. So with that being said, they're going to have to make some more moves. I think we all knowing that this roster will not be the roster that they will have in the playoffs. And that's something that's important to know when you're evaluating this trade. I try to break it down, tell you as many perspectives, how it could work, how it won't work. Gordon Hayward can shoot. Jason Tatum can shoot. Jaylen Brown learning how to shoot. Kyrie Irving already can shoot. He can break down the defenses. He can score at will. He can score damn near anytime he wants to. He can get a double team. He's clutch. Gordon Hayward's clutch. He can score. He can come off the screens, come off the pin downs, hit the spot up threes, create off the dribble, play make, whatever you want him to do. And with that being said, I think the fit wise, Boston won this trade for right now, but we won't know until the future and how the pick turns out for the Nets and how they rebuild this team around LeBron or let LeBron walk next year, and is they going to keep Kevin Love. So keep that in your mind, Cleveland, and hopefully you enjoyed the video. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis signing out. Check out my website, analysisplayground.com. It'll be in the comment section, in the description. Also, like on Facebook. It will be in the comment in the description, the link to my Facebook page. Like my website, analysisplayground.com, to show support. It's your boy, Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis signing out, and I hope I touched as many topics as I could.